Hello my fellow gamers, UltraGamer64 here, and today I've got a brand new episode of Shadow of the Colossus for you guys. In the last episode, we defeated Barba. Yeah, that's his name, Barba. Now, we are going on our way to defeat Hydros. Now, this Colossus is very, very unique and very, very cool. You guys will see when we get to him. But first, we gotta make our way there. By, of course, using the light from our sword. So let's get going. There's literally only one bridge, so, well, on the way to him, so you can't really mess up that much when trying to get to him, you know? It's kind of hard to miss him in a way. It's very straightforward. You guys will see when I'm going there, obviously. But anyways, as like with all the Shadow of the Colossus videos, we must go through the travel. I'm not gonna cut out the travel because A, the videos would be extremely short, and B, sometimes the people don't know how to get there, or some people don't know how to get there because it's maybe their first time playing the game, or something like that, as I was when I watched another YouTuber let's play this game, and I just want people to know how to get to the Colossi, you know, so, no real reason for cutting it out or anything like that. There's no reason. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. But anyways, there's a temple over to the right, and I was actually, oh wait, no, is this the right place? I can't remember. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta go through this crevice in between the different giant stone walls, and it will basically lead you almost directly to Hydros, or however you want to pronounce his name. But basically go through this crevice, and you'll come upon like an opening that with no sunlight for the most part. But you're going to want to try and find a place with sunlight just to kind of keep yourself on track and know where you're going. But yeah, when you're in this kind of barren wasteland type place thing, you're going to want to find a spot where there's sunlight, which I actually did manage to find one. It's kind of hard to, but just to make sure you keep yourself on track of where you're wanting to go. Because trying to go to Hydros and the next Colossus, Kuromori, is a little difficult. Like, the paths are kind of straightforward, but if you don't know exactly where to go, or don't like have a good general idea, then you're going to get lost, and it's going to be pretty bad. Like, there aren't many Colossus like this, but sometimes you will literally have to just kind of backtrack to the castle and start from there again, because you made a mistake, like, at the beginning, trying to get to the Colossus. So, yeah, sometimes it can be difficult to try and get to the Colossus. As you can see, there's a wall right there, from, like, a temple, or ancient ruins, or something like that. That's a great sign that you're near the Colossus. You're always going to want to look for temples or pillars or walls or something like that. Just to make sure that you're on the right track. So keep heading that way. And you will soon approach a place where you can actually go into to get to Hydros. I really like the setup of Hydros's, like, I don't know, arena, I guess? Maybe that's what you could call it. I really like the setup. It's pretty cool. Of course, you guys are going to see it when we get there. But, yeah, I really like his area. For some reason, the gameplay is pretty loud. I don't really know why. I guess the capture card was feeling really spunky today and actually wanted to record really, really well, so. Anyways, when you come upon this temple-looking place with all these pillars and everything, Just go through that little archway over there, and you will reach the place where you see Hydro. Well, you don't see him yet. There's a little cutscene before you see him, but still. So anyways, we're going to head into the arena. And Aggro ran in there with us for some reason. I mean, it's not like we can use him in the fight. Aggro can't even swim, so I don't really know why he ran after us and tried to get into the fight. But just go down this little pathway. I made a mistake. You don't have to go up to the top of this pillar. I thought I did to get the boss fight to start. But once we get up there, I'll show you guys what you actually do need to jump on to start the boss fight. It's not this pillar, that's for sure. Yeah, I got confused. So jump off of that, and you're going to want to jump onto this platform right here. That's kind of creepy, though. You can see Hydros, like, down below the water. But this is a very, very, like, unique Colossus. It does not go on land, and it does not fly. It is purely water-based. There's only one other Colossus that is like this, but it's not underwater. So, this Colossus is very, very cool and very unique, and he definitely stands out from the pack. And even his way of attacking is very unique. He's like a passive-aggressive Colossus that'll just kind of go by you and attack you, or like wait for you to make a mistake. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, he's very passive-aggressive, but when he does want to attack you, he does it very stylishly. Now, what you want to do is just kind of jump around in the water. Just flail in the water. Like, literally, just flail. And you want to get him to notice you. And when he does notice you, he'll make a sound like, and he'll basically start moving upward. Now, when he starts swimming upwards towards you, you want to swim to the right or the left, whatever one you prefer, and dodge his little electric spines or fins or whatever you want to call them. But those spew electricity into the water. You don't want to get hit by that. It hurts. Trust me, you see that later on in the gameplay, and it hurts. But once all the spines are successfully past you, then you move back to where he was, or at least close, and his tail will come up out of the water. You grab it, and then you are successfully onto the Colossus. If you're a newcomer to the game, then it may take you a little while to figure this out. I actually got nailed with electricity here. See how much that took just from 2 shocks? Oh yeah, that hurts. This Colossus is one of the harder ones in the earlier game. Very tough on your grip meter. The timing has to be just right. You have to know how to even get him to come up to you to get on him. I mean, there's so many little intricate details that makes this Colossus really, really, really good and unique. This Colossus was my favorite for a while until Avion kind of took over the spot. I don't really know why. I just like Avion better. Eventually, Avion just kind of became my favorite Colossus, just for no reason. I mean, I just started liking her more than Hydros, but Hydros did have my top spot for a while. Now, sadly, after you hit those 2 spikes and kill them off, by the way, when you kill the spikes, they will no longer produce electricity, so you're fine, don't worry about it. But after you hit about 2 of them, maybe even the 3rd one, if you get lucky, he will dive deep underwater and just stay there. And he will, like, get you off because you're going to run out of grip and you're trying to hold your breath. So it's taking down your grip meter at, like, double the speed. So eventually you're going to fall off of him. I mean, I've done it once where I've stayed on him the entire boss fight and just killed him off super, super quick. But he will normally knock you off, and you'll have to get his attention all over again, climb up his tail, climb up his back, kill the electric spines, and It's just a really annoying process when it happens, like, over and over. It's happened to me, like, 2 or 3 times in one fight, you know? So, that can get really annoying when that happens. But other than that, this boss is not a very big problem. Some people might have trouble with the electricity because it covers such a large area, but really, if you know what you're doing and you're off to the side enough, you're not going to get hit by the electricity. Don't worry about it. He doesn't have any other way of attacking either, so yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the middle, jump on his tail, and we are successfully back on him. The climb up to his head is pretty darn annoying, I will admit. Just because most of his body that's connected to his tail doesn't really come out of the water all that much. So you have to move pretty quickly to get up to the next spine and even surpass that. So getting up to his head does take a little bit of time, but it's not like time consuming or anything. It's not horrible. It's bearable, you know. So we're gonna keep moving, get up to his head and kill this fish. Well, no, it's not a fish, it's more of an eel, but whatever. Sea snake, eel, whatever. It works. Almost to the next spine. Which I love the design of this Colossus, too. His face, like, sculpt, in a way, is so cool. And I love the spines. I love pretty much everything about this Colossus. It's a really well done Colossi. I even like the algae that's hanging off his, like, head spikes and everything. It's awesome. I love it. And there we go. We've got him exposing his head now. He's very angry. But sadly, we gotta kill him. And you, sir, have met your end. There he goes, just flailing around in the water. See you later, Hydros. See you later. There he goes, just silently to the bottom of the ocean. Well, no, not an ocean, more like a lake, but whatever. And now you just kind of sit and wait for the black tentacles to come along. It takes quite a bit for them to come along in this boss fight because you are surrounded by water, so it takes a little bit longer for them to actually recognize that you're there. So just wait a few minutes, or a few seconds, and it'll come along eventually. Yep, there you go. And now you are successfully teleported back to the temple where you can hear the wise words from Dorman, and everything is just hunky-dory and great. And you're still alive somehow. Still. Save the game here. Go, the Shrine of Worship. Saving data. I don't know why I'm reading everything to you guys. You can obviously see it on screen. I'm being annoying, aren't I? Man, the shadows are piling up, guys. Which, by the way, who's been paying attention to Wander lately? He's starting to change up just a little bit, but it's noticeable. I told you guys in either part 1 or part 2 to keep an eye on Wander, because he's gonna start changing. Because of all these Colossi that he's killing. He's gonna start getting some physical changes. So, keep your eyes out, guys. Anyways, let's hear what Dorman has to say. It's always a good thing to hear what Dorman says. Thy next foe is... whatever. You guys can read it. But, anyway guys, that's gotta be the end of the episode. So, if you enjoyed it, then please be sure to leave a giant like, and remember to keep on gaming, stay amazing, and I will see you guys next time.